Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, broadcasting from New York. I bet your weeks are getting real interesting, huh? That you've awoken and finding all this information out. You must be very confused. A lot of things going on in the Flat Earth community, and I haven't been in it that long either, but long enough to know these things come in waves. It's not the first that you're going to see of this, and it's not going to be the last. But as the confusion settles, and I believe eventually everybody will probably come together on this, because we're all out for one thing. I mean, that's just to wake people, up. And that's all we want to do, is just wake people up. And I hope everybody's there to do that. Hey, if you're making money doing it, great. All power to you. You've figured out a gem most people haven't been able to figure out. But, we're not here to steer you into that direction. It's a proven fact. I take a look at my videos. Did you see the one that I just made in Long Island? I zoomed in on this barge that was 35 miles out there. I couldn't even see it. Now, I knew it was there because I saw it disappearing into that milky haze, which, of course, that's right, caused by chemtrails, because they want to obscure your vision. If there were no clouds in the sky and you had a powerful enough telescope, you probably could see the next continent. But with the storms and the thunderstorms, the atmosphere is very thick, and I also have a belief on gravity too, but that's a whole different situation. That'll be another video. Or you can look it up. It's all over the place. Anyway, I lost my train of thought because I wanted to... Okay, yes. Now, in terms of the confusion that's been going on, it's probably going to be laid to rest. Everything will get back to normal again, and we'll start seeing videos. But investigate everything, learn everything, and understand everything. And there's so many videos out there, and it's tough to get through the good ones and the bad ones. But it's kind of like almost buying crap on eBay. When I first started eBay, you had to go through like maybe one or two pages, and then you found the gem. The one that's half price, a lot cheaper than the one that you saw on the first page, which was twice the price. You got to look for it, and that's the same thing you got to do with YouTube. Look for these videos. Hopefully you'll come across mine. I mean, you're here watching me. I have a few subscribers. Hopefully I'll get some more down the line. I figured out how to do the video editing. I've been working on it. I've been working overtime because I've been saving up for the P900, and that's my goal, is to buy that, and I'm almost there. I work about 3 days of overtime on my job, so I'm probably gonna be able to afford to buy this thing, hopefully by the end of next month. I was hoping to have it by July 4th weekend, or maybe by the time I go on vacation, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. I mean, hell, sure, I can slap it on my credit card right now, but I don't want to, because I'm smart and I don't want to get myself into debt. Okay, I want to pay cash for it, cash. Buy it right off of Amazon. I have to worry about bills. Now, the reason for this video is that barge that I reported, it's probably about 35-40 miles away. With the graph that you have here of Earth, 3,000, I forget what it was, 3,579 miles, I think the diameter is. I'm not sure. I could be incorrect on that, but anyway, the diameter and the curvature at that distance should be 650 feet, 640 feet, somewhere around there. So anything above 640 feet you'll be able to see. This was below 640 feet, of course, because barges are only, 80 feet, maybe 75 feet in height. Can't be any more than that, else they'd be top heavy, and the buoyancy wouldn't work out. So that's my guess, and I'm generous on that. They might not even be that big. So I saw it clear as day. I zoomed in on it. This is a Note 4 that I'm using. It's got a 10 megapixel lens on the other side, I believe. On the front side. On the other side. The front side, I don't know. This one's not bad either. I mean, it takes me fine. So that's incredible that I was able to see that. I was waiting all winter to go down to the beach to see that, and I saw it for my own eyes. Now, I'm not going to say that's going to push you over to believe that there's no curvature. You know, you could say to yourself, hell, maybe they're lying and the Earth's a lot bigger than it appears to be. And that very well might be, but we've got all these maps and we've learned everything in geography. So it just doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry to break the news to you, but you live on a plane. It's not motion. It's not moving. The stars don't move. There's so many things to debunk it. Take a look at that video on the sun and the moon. Remember, I took that daytime moon footage, but I was just showing you that it's transparent, which I still don't understand why that is. If it's projected with a spotlight, I'm not really sure. I got to do more investigation on that. I don't want to get into that and say something stupid. But I took that video, and then it didn't occur to me until I saw another video about how could you see the shadow if it's a half moon from the sun when they're side by side with each other. You know, I mean, they're not exactly right next to each other, but one's on the other side and the moon's on the other side, and there's a shadow being cast from something. And I don't think I'm standing up there in the sky, or it's the ISS. We all know it can't be that. Or the thousands of satellites that are up there, can't be that either. No, you're wrong. It's nothing. This system was meant to be debunked. You know, eventually people will wake up and they'll see everything before them. All of this has been around forever. It's all been there for us to discover. But they changed it and indoctrinated everybody to a point where they're just so stupefied that they don't want to believe anything else. And I still don't understand it. It upsets me. I'm going to give you another example. My family went to Spain. They just got back a couple of days ago. I asked them to do the footage of the camera on the plane of their, progress of their trip. And of course, what it would show is you going over the Atlantic Ocean and passing over Long Island. Now, I followed it on Flight Tracker, and of course, guess what happened? The flight disappeared in the middle of the ocean somewhere and popped back up right about 2 hours off the sound of Long Island, which is to be expected because I've noticed that with these flights. Now, one of my family members turned over to me, and I told her, did you observe the flight, going back, coming back to New York? And she told me, yeah, so we flew right over Norway. What? Are you telling me you flew over Norway to get to New York? Think about what you're saying. This is what I wanted to tell her. Of course, I just blew it off and said, oh, wow, that's real interesting. But think about what you're saying. You flew 450 miles up to Norway to make a triangular trajectory back to New York. It makes no sense. No sense at all. So I checked out the flat map because it just occurred to me, why don't I take a look at that map? And it's very true that on the flat map, if you look at it, you fly from Spain, you look at the continent of Spain, and you project the trajectory to New York, you can see you go over Norway or parts of it. And she saw it, and she didn't think anything of it. Or meanwhile, if you look on the regular globe, Spain is directly across the Atlantic Ocean. You shouldn't be able to see any land at all whatsoever. There might be a couple of islands scattered somewhere, but you're going 600 miles per hour, you're not going to see anything. And that takes you directly to New York. So I didn't want to go into it. I really did not want to go into it at that time. So I just brushed it off and passed it along, and that's it. But they still don't get it. People still do not get it. She told me this, and she doesn't know that, my beliefs about this, we're not living on a globe. So for her to tell me that, saying that she flew over Norway, for me just kind of floored me again, because that right there, I wish she took a photo. I just wish she took a photo of that. Well, you can't expect everybody to do everything because they don't understand what I'm trying to do here. it's obvious, you know, it really is. And it's a shame people still do not see it and they're still asleep. I think I've covered everything I wanted to cover. I'll probably make another video, but I just wanted to brush across on some things. Oh, well, of course, all the things that's going on the internet. You know, it must be very confusing for the newbies who are just starting off with flat Earth videos and not understanding it. First, check out NASA. You know, debunk that for yourself. Forget about flat Earth. Just get into NASA and see how fake all those pictures are. I'm in the process of making out some photostats. That's a word that you kids don't understand. Photostat. That's a copy. And I have 8x11 pictures, and I'm going to be showing them to people and getting their reaction here in New York. And I travel a lot around New York, so I'm going to be in a lot of different places doing this. All the way up in the sticks, and perhaps even down in the city. I don't know if I don't know if I'm going to have that much luck down in Manhattan, but we'll see. Anyway, I think I've covered everything, but I believe that eventually everything will work out and get back to normal again in terms of everybody fighting amongst each other. So I guess I'm out.